Welcome back, and today we're looking at 1 John chapter 4, and from verse 7 it says this: "Dear friends, let us love one another, for love comes from God. Everyone who loves has been born of God and knows God. Whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love. This is how God showed his love among us. He sent his one and only Son into the world that we might live through him. This is love, not that we loved God, but he loved us and sent his Son as an atoning sacrifice for our sins." So Mel, we've been looking at the Christmas story, seeing how Jesus came to the earth, and this passage here almost gives us God's motive behind it all, right? Why he did it. And tell us a little bit about the importance of this passage and what it's saying to us.
Yeah, and it's just all about love, isn't it? And
it's
the way that we love one another, it's the way that we love our world, and it comes from that place of knowing that we are loved and knowing that God sent his Son Jesus to die for us because he loved us. And it says he first loved us, and that is the place from which we can best love the people around us, and making that choice to love even when it's difficult or when life is kind of getting on top of us, and it's how do we just continue to make that choice to love the people around us really well, and we do it from that place of receiving love, of knowing that we are loved.
And you were telling me, as we approach Christmas, actually there's some sort of the practicalities of this and what it might look like for us, in these days around Christmas time, for us to love one another well. Do you want to share a little bit about that with us?
Yeah, I think I've been thinking about how we do that build up to Christmas, and so often we can talk about it being stressful and busy and hectic, and I just think that is not what the gospel is, and that's not what Jesus kind of asks of us or longs for us. It's how do we live out this love kind of in the midst of what can be a busy season, and it's the decisions that we make, and as we're kind of driving around or going around and visiting different people, or just walking along a street, how can we still do that with our eyes open to the people around us, and loving the people around us, and looking at what we can do to serve one another, and then kind of beyond the people around us and the people we directly see, what are the decisions that we can make that impact kind of wider, and whether it's sort of shopping ethically. I felt challenged recently. There was something I was looking for, and I was like, it'll just be so much easier to just go in a shop and get it, rather than kind of take the time and research and look. But actually then when I think about my brother or sister who's in a factory in a country kind of working long hours, suddenly that decision to shop ethically becomes that's the decision I want to make out of love for that person who I may never meet, but they are important, and their life is important, and if there's how can I love not just the people around me but all the people kind of across the globe.
That's so good. That's such a challenge to us, and I want to throw that out to us all really. What are you doing today, or where are you going today? And who might you encounter today that you can love well? Like who are the people you're going to bump into in the street? Maybe you want to write a bit of a brief list today. Where am I going to be? Who am I going to encounter today? And how can I love them the best way I can? Whether it be somebody right next to you or somebody you may not see physically because they're across the world. How might you love people well today?